She stood up like gang gang. I got up like gang gang. Trina got the pushing. Well, she ain't push Tony. She pushed me back. And everybody know when you acting gang gang, you can't put your hands on somebody.
Tamar is crazy. I love that little clip. So listen, um, there was a recent interview that Tamar did on the Morning Hustle radio show with L'Oreal. So let's just jump right into this interview. I'm going to play like 1 to 2 minute excerpts, and then I'm going to stop it, interject my opinion. Okay. So let's listen in.
And I feel like that's what they've been taught to know about me.
Well, I did. I saw that, and actually, the Braxtons. We know that that's on right now.
Yeah.
Huge ratings right now. Y'all have. Is it like the number one black?
For 15 years.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
get it straight though.
Yeah.
It's like the number one black television show.
The number one and longest running black family reality show.
Okay.
In television history.
And that's something. That's an accomplishment right there.
Created
That's
by
big.
your girl, won't he do it?
I know. So you came up with the idea of doing the Braxtons at all?
The idea and the theme song and everything else. Yeah.
So, okay, I know at one point in time, and I know we got a lot to cover, but at one point in time, you said you wasn't actually going to do this reality television show anymore with your family.
Yeah.
What made you decide, like, okay, I'm going to put that aside, my feelings, how I felt? Because I know you had some pretty rough moments filming.
Yeah, well, the truth is, WeTV wanted to do right by me at the end of the day. A lot of people that was there that didn't want to do right by me and didn't do right by me, those people were no longer there. And I think that the new people that are over there really kind of wanted to turn the tide. And they did. They did. They really did. So not only was it a business move for me, you know, my family really wanted me to be a part of it. And then, you know, I always think about what Tracy wanted. You know, she really wanted us to start the show back because really when she was alive, I definitely was not going back.
Yeah.
But, you know, when she got sick, that was something that she wanted us to do. And I think that it was really about us coming together. And I mean, it's still, you know, her desire is still my desire to come together. And
Okay, so there's one little pet peeve I have. Okay, it's real petty. I just got to get this out the way. Tamar's eyebrows. I don't know if her makeup artist ran out of time. I know that eyebrows, I heard they're supposed to be sisters and not twins, but I personally like when eyebrows are twins. Okay, just saying. But regarding what she said about Tracy, I guess when death is at your door, you have a different perspective on life. Tamar is giving me the impression that she's going to stick around until her siblings do the unthinkable. But Tawanda and Trina, they aren't in a position to do harm to Tamar. And when I listened to this interview before, this is my second time going through it, I guess I really didn't catch when she said that there were people at WeTV that didn't do right by her and now they're gone. Okay. So Tamar, she got a little bit of clout, a little bit of control there. And that's just another reason to not like your baby sister. All right, let's go to the next clip.
like that aggressive.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and things came out at that table that shouldn't have never, you know, seen the light of day for other people because, you know, families go through everything, right? And I think for me, it was embarrassing for me, but also extremely hurtful.
Yeah.
Extremely hurtful.
Well,
for
you
me.
made it clear that they sent you a cease and desist to your home.
Yeah.
Why was that so hurtful to you, or why did that affect you so much?
Well, I don't know if anybody remembers, but in 2021, my home got invaded. I got robbed, not invaded. I got robbed. Like things were all over my house.
Were
Like
you there?
no, Logan and I were here. We were shooting Kingdom Business at the time,
And
we,
Logan is your
my
son. For
Logan is
some
my
people that
son,
don't know.
and we were also on the East Coast because Tracy was progressively getting worse, and it was easier to fly from here to DC instead of LA to DC every weekend. So actually, wow, it's so funny. Yesterday marks, what is that, 3 years that my home was.
So I know that had to feel crazy, like
Oh
the
man,
violation.
man, listen, like to be violated like that and to have had prior violations in your life, it feels the same.
Yeah.
And so when my house got robbed, it was that was really hard for me. And people that's close to me knew that. And I have gone to great lengths and spent an obscene amount of money keeping my home and keeping myself safe because it's just Logan and myself.
Yeah.
And when that was violated, that was like, wow, so y'all giving out my address now? Well, y'all know. Because I know everybody was like, well, she lived with her mother, and everybody thought I was having financial issues. No, that wasn't the case. I just didn't feel safe anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know that her home had been broken into. I think when you're a high profile person, of course, there are safety concerns, but when you're a high profile, loud person, you really have to be mindful of your surroundings. All right, let's go to the next clip.
Do you feel like Trina should listen? Like, like, what do you think should happen in this situation? Because she is defending her late husband. No.
I just feel like, on behalf of my niece and myself and whoever else that needs a voice, I wish I could go kick him in the neck in the casket right now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's where we're going to lead at.
you definitely kicked Trina.
Well, I wasn't trying to kick. Yeah, I did. But I wasn't sure. Well,
Well, if you can't kick one,
oh, that looks bad. I
well,
didn't
I'm
mean
just saying.
that looks bad. That looks bad. But I didn't mean that.
Now, at first, I thought you were wrong. I will be honest with you. When I saw the altercation, and I'm not saying you're right, but what I will say is once you said you put your hands on me, I was like, no, Tay-Tay, I ain't see her put the hands. But when they rewind it and zoom, she definitely pushed
Put her
you.
hands
She
on
definitely
me.
did.
And the reason why I took it that way is because, let's just say, in a perfect world, okay, because she said that she was trying to break it up, so we're just gonna go with what she said. When she tried to separate us, I didn't feel like she tried to separate us. I felt like she tried to separate me. You get what I'm saying?
I can see why you think that.
Right, because she pushed me and turned and protected Tony.
She did.
Right? And gave you a superstar. You're the number one R&B. Right? So that's what I was feeling like.
But aren't y'all all superstars?
I mean, okay. Fine. I don't have to be, and I definitely don't have to be in my family dynamic. I'm okay with being the youngest sister of amazing siblings that I grew up with that are beautiful and talented and black.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't have to be a superstar in that situation. When I'm at work, you will give me my flowers. You will respect me. But when I'm in that situation with my family, we don't even have to bring up our occupation.
Right.
And the status of our
Yeah, you
life.
shouldn't.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I just felt like I was pushed in the corner at that table. Like, I really came to discuss my niece, where's everybody head at in this, and who gave out my address. That was the objective for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to come, in a way that was combative or aggressive. I was really trying to have a real sensible conversation. Now, when people started pushing my back up against the wall and I had to come out fighting, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all all aren't superstars. There's only two superstars in the family. One name is Tony Braxton, and the other one is Tamar Braxton. I can definitely see the shade Tamar's talking about when she was saying her, moving her out the way to protect Tony while simultaneously telling Tony, "You're Tony Braxton. You're Tony Braxton." Also, when someone is angry, and especially if they are angry with you, you should not touch them. even if you think it's a nice, harmless touch. I think Trina was, in fact, protecting Tony. And she said in her confessional that Tony was like a little chihuahua compared to Tamar. So I think Trina was being passive aggressive in that moment. All right, let's go to the next clip.
I think that I overreacted.
Okay.
I think that if all of those things didn't happen up until that point, then no, I wouldn't have reacted in that manner. But I did because everybody lost control in that room.
Yes.
You've never seen Tony that way.
I've never.
You've never seen myself that way. You've never seen me and Tawanda go at it like that, in that way. You've never seen Trina make all those faces in that way. Everybody was out of control. Guess why? Because the whole situation is out of control.
It was
The
out of
whole
control.
situation, from Ashley on down to myself, the whole situation has been out of control. And,
Yeah.
sometimes things come to a head at the wrong place at the wrong time. But at the end of the day, I think that although it wasn't good, it worked out together for the good, because I think that every part of everybody's family felt like they had a voice.
That's right.
Or now feels like they have a voice. Like, you have no idea. Like, I'm in TikToks in the comments now. Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at different clips that I've never seen, and I'm looking at it from a different angle, and I'm looking at it from other people's perspectives that has felt like they've been the youngest kid and never felt like that they could, express themselves. You know what I mean? Or no one else in the family understood because they've always been the younger or the youngest.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I could definitely relate.
Because it's hard for us to express ourselves with people not thinking that we're overreacting.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Okay, so when overreacting does happen, since this is your family show, since you did create this show, is there ever a moment where y'all feel like maybe we shouldn't have put this on the show? Can y'all take moments out, or is that up to WeTV? Because would you have left that fight in for the world to see?
No, I tried. I fought tooth and nail. But, my sisters and castmates wanted it there, so.
Listening to this again, I'm catching things that I didn't catch before. I noticed that L'Oreal, by the way, she is in Tamar's Heartbreak Retrograde, a little short film. So they clearly have a bond, but she keeps reiterating, this is your show. This is the show you created. Okay, so I hear you, L'Oreal. What Tamar said, this really says a lot about Tamar, about her not wanting that table scene to be released. It really says a lot. I believe she didn't want to put Tawanda's dirty laundry out there like that. So she was actually trying to protect her sister's fake image of trying to, have it together. That image that, hey, I'm a superstar just like my sisters. I got it together. I got it going on and all this other nonsense. And when Tamar looked at Trina, and I'm talking about that table scene, when she looked at Trina and Tawanda, and she said, especially you two, because y'all can't seem to get it together. Ooh, that hurt deep. That's why they said, call the police. And yeah, I shouldn't say they because it was Tawanda, but for some reason, I feel like Trina probably holds the same sentiments. We can't control our baby sister's mouth. We can't control her success. We can't control how much money she makes. We can't control how she sings, but we can call the police on her. Let's go to the next clip.
Yeah. But then like I said, then they accused you of, because you wiped Birdman's forehead, or maybe it was the fact that in the Braxtons you were accused of doing something with Tony's ex. Maybe, do you feel like that's why people
And then people knew.
It was obviously not Birdman.
We shouldn't even touch on that because I think that it will. I'm still trying to go to people's house for Thanksgiving. So.
Okay. So we're gonna let that go.
We're gonna let
but
that
your
go.
relationship with Birdman is friends, like y'all.
Oh yeah,
y'all
that's
are
my dog.
like best friends,
besties.
Yeah.
Listen, I introduced him to his wife, so
So you actually did introduce them because I heard that
Yes.
rumor, but I wasn't sure if it was true.
Yes, and let me just clear something up right now. I never ever, nor would I ever, date a Brian Birdman Williams.
So there you go, right there. It wasn't Birdman. I heard it's possibly Shamar Moore. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in time. But that's what I heard. Let's go to the next clip.
Records.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you were supposed to be. Why didn't that go through?
Man, it's in my book, sis. It's a long story.
And now a book.
It's a book.
You got. So when is this book coming? I'm like
Next
all
year.
over the place.
Next year, and it's good. It's really, really good.
Do you have a title for it yet?
I do, but I ain't gonna tell you. I'm
Okay,
gonna
don't
come back.
tell
Don't come
me
back
that.
because you're gonna have a lot more questions when the book comes out.
Okay, I'm sure.
And I'm just
Yeah.
gonna tell everybody the situation at the dinner table is in my book.
Okay.
And I don't think a lot of people are going to be happy about what came up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are they aware that
My sisters are very much aware about.
that it's gonna come up? Okay.
They were aware when it came out.
Yeah.
They were aware because when that came out at the table, I was trying to get that scene out because I didn't want to have to tell my story.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of hurting people, and I just think sometimes when you tell your story, you hurt people. Look what happened on the season of the Braxtons.
Yeah. Well, you got to be a good sister because you stole your friend's boyfriend for your sister.
I stole no. I didn't.
Yes, and she looks very
That
happy.
was years after.
She looks very happy.
Yes, and this was before Tony got a divorce, and this was y'all stop. No, they are very happy.
Yeah, y'all were all on the FaceTime together after the verses.
We are constantly on the phone. We were just on the phone last night together.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun with y'all.
It's a lot of fun, and let me tell you something. I showed up for my brother just like he shows up for me, and I wipe his head in front of 50, 60 million people.
As you should.
Again.
A lot of people.
All right, so she has a book that's slated to come out sometime next year. I do believe Tamar when she says that she did not want that footage released, that she really isn't in the business of trying to hurt her sisters. I really do believe that. And to be honest, when people do you dirty, when people do you wrong, you let your success kick their butt. You really don't have to do any dirt. Just let your success, just let your light that eats them up. That'll hurt them more than anything. So really, to be honest, if she really feels like the book is going to cause problems in her family and she really wants to have a relationship with her family, then yeah, you have to be careful with what you release in the book, Miss Tamar. But Tamar is grown. That girl almost 50 years old. So she's going to do what she does. All right, so let's go to the last clip that I'm going to share. Let's see, 37. All right, let's start right here.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, are we going to see a resolve between you and your sisters? I mean, I know it had to be hurtful to not be able to go to the wedding. They brought up the fact that Tracy is not around and she didn't want Tony not to be around, but failed to mention you not being around.
It's okay. Sometimes you're not picked.
Well, wouldn't that be like her losing a sister when a sister's right there?
I can't equate what that is for her. I can just explain how it makes me feel, and that's not for me. That's not for me to pick apart. That's not my problem.
Do you feel like Tracy's passing separated y'all? Because sometimes they say a death could bring people together. Sometimes it brings people apart. Do you feel like that played a part?
I feel like it was already kind of broken, and that's why Tracy wanted us to go back to the show so bad. And I think that kind of exasperated things, probably.
So that was her last wishes, because they say other things sometimes, right?
That was her last wish to me, And as a matter of fact, it's in my book as well, but when she said that, Carlos King and I really went on a mission until we ran out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any
Interesting. Okay, so earlier in this interview, when L'Oreal was telling Tamar, this is the longest running, most successful Black family reality TV show. And Tamar was like, "Yep, that's the case. Those are facts." I believe that along with Tracy's wishes, I believe there's going to be a season 3. This is a show that Tamar created, and if it's doing this much success, then why would you just throw all of that away? So I believe it's going to be a business move, maybe. She could be thinking, hey, I know you all don't like me. I know you all are jealous of me. I know you all are envious of me, but I make money off of y'all. So yeah, I'm going to keep this going. Oh, I know that those sentiments very well. If you have someone that works well, but they're not really causing any drama, then okay, we can keep this business relationship. For me as a viewer, now I can force myself to stop watching people. I did it with Wendy Williams. I did it with Basketball Wives. I'm talking like 10 years ago. Um, I do not like how the Braxtons shut out Big Kev on season 1. And now they did the same with Ashley on season 2. And if I see that they're going to do this type of goofy-ish on season 3, I will force myself to not tune in. Yeah, I have personally got more entertainment from YouTube reviews than the show itself. That's it. That's all. Let me know what you think about this interview. Do you think it's going to be a season 3? Are you going to tune in? Just let me know your thoughts. Um, like the video if you like the video. If you watched it this long, then I know you're going to like the video. So don't forget to like it and don't forget to subscribe. Um, I'm so grateful to all of my new subscribers, those who are clicking my videos when you see it come up in your feed. I appreciate you all so much. And I will talk to you all real soon.
She stood up like gang gang. I got up like gang gang. Trina got the pushing. Well, she ain't push Tony. She pushed me back. And everybody know when you acting gang gang, you can't put your hands on somebody.